Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you Game 2. Stratomatic baseball card and dice makes everything nice. 1976 Bicentennial tournament. Again, Game 2, best of 3. The Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Indians. This game will be in Detroit. Detroit will be the home team game. Saw the Indians at home defeat the Tigers 6-4. Fidrich took the loss. Eckersley the win. Kern the hold. LaRoche the save. So the Tigers will have to win at home to face a Game 3 back in Cleveland. In 1976, the Indians finished in fourth place, 81-78. The Tigers finished behind them in fifth place, 74-87. Getting a bye in the American League East region, two teams, the Yankees, the Orioles. Our next series, once this one is over, will be the Boston Red Sox, Milwaukee Brewers. Joining us at the ballpark, Dan Douglas. Hope all is well. Now to the starting lineups for the Cleveland Indians. Trying to close things out on the mound will be Pat Dobson. Dobson was 16-12 with a 3.48 ERA and 35 starts in 1976. Batting first, once again, center fielder Rick Manning, 292, 6 homers, 43 ribbies, excellent base runner, excellent fielder. Batting second, playing second base, played short in Game 1, Larvell Blanks, 280, 5 homers, 41 ribbies. Rico Cardi is going to play the field. He's at first base. 310, 13 homers, 83 ribbies. George Hendrick, the cleanup hitter. 265, 25 homers, 81 ribbies. He's in left field. Buddy Bell is going to bat fifth at third base. 281, 7 homers, 60 runners knocked in. Ray Fosse once again does the catching. Fosse will bat sixth. 301, 2 homers, 30 ribbies. Frank Robinson is the DH batting seventh. 224, 3 homers, 10 ribbies. We got him in there because against lefties, he hits that 2 column. He's got some nice home run numbers there. Batting eighth in right field, Charlie Spikes, 237, 3 homers, 31 ribbies. Batting ninth, getting his first start along with Frank Robinson. At shortstop, Frank Duffy, 212, 2 homers, 30 ribbies. So there you have that. Put that there for a second. David Zielinski's joined us at the ballpark along with John DFW. They say good evening to everyone. We also have Dan Douglas here. Good to see you folks here. Trying to send this game back to Cleveland for the Tigers, left-hand pitching Dave Roberts. Roberts, 16-17, 4 ERA and 36 starts. Ron LaFleur leads things off in center field. 316, 4 homers, 39 ribbies. Rusty Staub will bat second in right field. La Grande Alarange, 299, 15 homers, 96 runners knocked in. Willie Horton, the DH, bats third, 262, 14 homers, 56 runners knocked in. Ben Ogilvie, the cleanup hitter in left field, 285, 15 homers, 47 runners knocked in. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Bill Freehand, 275 homers, 27 ribbies knocked in. Jason Thompson gets a start at first against the right-handed pitcher. 218, 17 homers, 54 ribbies. Batting seventh, once again playing second base, Mickey Stanley, 257, 4 homers, 29 ribbies. Batting eighth, third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez, 240, 8 homers, 50 runners knocked in. Batting ninth, getting his first start of the Bicentennial, shortstop Tom Verizor, 234, a homer, and 25 ribbies. Jake Carlin has joined us. He says, I watched the last stream. I thought it was great. You make, excuse me, I'm very sorry. You make the Stratomatic very fun. Thank you. Again, I don't play it exactly by the rules. I'm within the framework of the rules, the way I want to play it. So just want to give that little reminder. So Dave Roberts needs to win this game for the Tigers. And he'll be on the mound first, facing the Cleveland Indians lineup. Let's do it like this. Okay. And let's put that like that. That. Here we go. For the Indians, Manning, Blanks, Carty. First dice roll is next. Here we go. Rick Manning. Lefty-lefty matchup. We're not going to bench Rick Manning just because it's a left-handed pitcher. Roberts to Manning to lead things off here. 5s across the board. That's a 5-10. Let's put that there. So we got a 5-10. That's going to go off the Roberts card. 5-10. Ground ball to short. Oh, boy. They're horrific in the infield. So Verizor is going to get his first attempt. He's a 3E33. They want a high dice roll here. 11. And 11 for the shortstop. And 11 is going to go to an error check. Verizor is an E33. That's not bueno. So an E33, he needs a 9, 8, 9, 11. He gets the 9. He makes the diving stop, pops up, throws low to first, scooping it out of the dirt is Thompson. Nice play by Tom Verizor. Woo. 6-3, just what the Tigers wanted it to be. Mark Fidrich cheering his team along. He lost game 1. Beautiful play by Verizor, 1 out. That will bring up Larvell Blanks. Roberts wants Larvell to shoot Blanks. Blanks right-handed stick. Freehand sets a target. The pitch to Blanks from Dave Roberts. It's going to go off the Roberts card. Right-handed batter. That is a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. So a 6 and a 6. Another ground ball to Verizor at short. This one handled easier. Throws it to first, 2 away. They're playing Pepper with Verizor. The Tigers shortstop, 2 down. Base is empty for the first baseman, Rico Carty. Lefty-righty matchup. The pitch to Carty. It's going to go off the Carty card. 2-4. Will it close the door? 2-4, 1 through 11. It's gone. It is gone. Rico Carty jacks that breaking pitch out to left center. He jumped all over the hanging breaking pitch. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Rico Carty touches them all to the moon. To the moon. So Rico Carty puts the Indians up 1-0. Cutter Historical, how you doing? Hope all is well. So after 2 ground ball outs to the shortstop, how big was that play Verizor made on the first ball hit off the bat of Manning? Could have been a 2-run homer. George Hendricks steps to the plate. He can go back-to-back jacks. Roberts to Hendricks, lefty pitcher, righty batter off the Roberts card. 5-6, a 5 and a 6 is a ground ball to third. Aurelio Rodriguez is up with it. Across the diamond to Jason Thompson, side is retired. So the one time that Roberts gets the ball up to Rico Cardi, he kisses that one goodbye. Then gets the other batters to ground out. 1-0 Indians. We go to the bottom of the first. Cutter Historicals here. Check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. John DFW is here. Jake Carlin is here. David Selinsky and Dan Douglas. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, has joined us. Good to see D. Scott. So Pat Dobson steps up on the bump for the Indians. With a 1-0 lead, he'll face the top third of this Tigers order, LaFleur, Staub, Willie Horton. So Pat Dobson's god-awful at holding base runners. He's a +5, and Fosse's a 0, so it's a +5. That's the way I do it. I don't do the extra hold. Again, that's just the way I play it. The pitch to LaFleur, you definitely want to keep him off the base paths. Dobson, the righty, to the right-hand batting LaFleur. That's a 110 off the LaFleur card. 110 is a single to center. You know he's going. He's a double-A Steeler, so that's 1 through 17 +5. So that goes, I believe, 1 to 19. That's the way we'll play it. He's off and running. 4, so it's out of the 1 through 3 would have been checked the error range on the throwing error range on the catcher. He steals second. So LaFleur steals second. Man, stealing third. That's 1 through 16. I'm almost tempted to send him, and I think we will. Detroit down in this series. He's going to try to steal third, 1 through 16, and he makes it. So LaFleur, 2 stolen bases here. With La Grande à l'Orange at the plate. Rusty Staub has an opportunity to tie this game. The pitch to Staub from Dobson. They'll play for the out. It's a righty-lefty matchup. Off the Dobson card, left-handed batter, 5'9". 5'9". Ground ball A. Ground ball A. Runner at third. So if no runners are forced, runners hold. That ball is hit hard to the right side. We needed the ground ball C there. So a ground out. Hard hit ground ball to second. Again, that's a ground ball A. Runner holds. 5'9". Yep, ground ball A. Runner holds. In real life, probably would have scored. But that's what it says. 4-3, runner at third. Joshua Hauser's here. Hope all is well. Hello from Vancouver, says Joshua. How's the weather there, my friend? Willie Horton will try to tie the game now. 1 out, LaFleur at third. Dobson to Horton. Righty-righty matchup. That's a 5'9". So a 5 and a 9. Swing and a miss. Wow. 2 down. That will bring up left-hand batting left fielder Ben Ogilvy. What a squander if they can't get LaFleur in from third. He was at third with no outs. Now there's 2 outs. Here's Ben Ogilvy. Left-handed stick. Dobson picks up the sign from Freehand. From Fosse, excuse me. The pitch to Ogilvy off the Dobson card. Left-handed batter. That's a 5-4. 5-4. Ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. Well, Buddy Bell is a 2E21. That is a 6. I do believe he's going to make the play here. Well, we're going to go to an error check. Error check. So it's not a range check. E21. That's a 7. He might boot this ball. E21. He makes the error. The run scores. Oh, wow. So Buddy Bell commits the error. That's an E5. LaFleur scores. That's an unearned run. No ribby there. And we're tied at 1. Buddy Bell not happy with that. Went to backhand the ball. Trickled off his glove onto the outfield grass. Bell chased it down. Staying at first is Ogilvy, but scoring from third is LaFleur. That will bring up the catcher, Bill Freehand. 2 outs. Runner at first is Ogilvy. Ogilvy is a B Steeler. +5. I mean, you got to run here the way I play it. So that's going to be 1 through 19. He's going. And, oh, my Lord, he just makes it. He just makes it. Because +5 would have been 1 through 20, but I never make it 20. I do that. So, oh, they're running all day on Dobson. Third stolen base of the inning. Freehand has something to look for now. The pitch to Bill Freehand trying to give the Tigers a 2-1 lead here. It's going to go off the Freehand card, right-handed, against a right-handed pitcher. That's a 3-7. 3-7 ground ball to short. Duffy has it over to Rico Cardi. Side is retired, but the error and the stolen bases sure killed the Indians in the bottom of the first. We're knotted at 1. We go to the top of the second. Best of 3. Indians lead the series 1-0. Bicentennial tournament. Alrighty there. So you can see what the Tigers are going to run. Run Rudolph, right? Buddy Bell will be at the plate. He made the error that cost a run for the Indians. So it's going to be Bell, Fosse, and Robinson, excuse me. Here's Buddy Bell. Left-handed Roberts deals to the right-hand batting Buddy Bell. Off the Roberts card, 4-4. Does it close the door on Buddy Bell? 4-4. Fly ball center field. LaFleur is a 3E16. That's a 15. I believe he makes the play on that. Center field. 15-3. Sinking line drive. LaFleur comes in, makes the sliding grab. 1 down. Nice catch by Ron LaFleur. Buddy Bell is retired. So 1 out here. Top of the second. 1-1. Indians lead the series. Best of 3 Bicentennial tournament. 1-0. So the Tigers must win to stay in. Striding the plate. Right-hand batting catcher Ray Fosse. Freehand sets the target to his counterpart. Roberts to Fosse, lefty-righty matchup. It's going to go off the Roberts card, right-handed batter, 6-4. So we have a 6 and we have a 4. It's a ground ball to third. Ground ball to third. And that's going to be Aurelio Rodriguez. He is a 1E13. 16, he'll make the play. I am pretty sure of that. Let's just flip the chart. 16, yes, he does. Throws nicely across the diamond after snaring the hard hit ball. 5-3, 2 away. Base is empty for the DH, and I believe player coach, right? Frank Robinson. One game. Roberts rocks and deals to Frank Robinson. 4-10. 4-10, swing and a miss. Dave Roberts challenged Robinson with a fastball, and he swung through it. First strikeout For Roberts, we go to the bottom of the second, 1-1. Due up for the Tigers, Thompson, Stanley, Rodriguez, bottom third of the Detroit order. So Pat Dobson back up on the mound for the Indians. Jason Thompson gets his first start in the tournament. Will it be his last start? We shall see. Thompson has a bit of pop. Left-handed power hitting first baseman. Dobson to Thompson. Off the Thompson card, 2-3. A 2 and a 3 is a walk. So Jason Thompson battles for the free pass. Go ahead run at first. Thompson very slow. And he is a D stealer. They don't hold on D stealers. He's not going anywhere. So no range reduction on the first baseman, Rico Carty, who is already god-awful at range at first. Defensively, not bad. Indians hope to turn 2 in the infield. Mickey Stanley playing second base. He's in there for his bat. Not much punch in this Detroit lineup. Dobson to Stanley. Off the Stanley card, 1-9. 1. They take the lead. 1-11. It is not a triple. Single. But advancing first to third, as that is a single 2 stars, is Thompson. So Stanley singles. First and third, no outs. They will play for 2. Aurelio Rodriguez steps to the plate. Oh, shoot. He's the number 8 batter. I forgot to put in Tom Verizor. Put him there. Shortstop. 12. Verizor. There we go. And he is an E stealer, B bunter, C hit and run. No outs, first and third, 1-1 ball game. The pitch to Aurelio Rodriguez, trying to give the Tigers a lead. He'll have to do it off the Dobson card. Righty-righty matchup. 5-7. A 5-7 is a single. Aurelio Rodriguez gets a hit on a very tough pitch. Slaps it back up the middle. Scoring from third is Thompson, 2-1. Stanley, that ball's hit to center. Manning's a -1 arm. 1 through 13. Stanley will go 90 feet and stop at second. So Aurelio Rodriguez knocks in a run. 2-1 Tigers. That will bring up Tom Verizor. Again, they're going to play for the double play. Dobson looking for the strikeout. Fossey sets the target. The pitch to Tom Verizor off the Dobson card. That's a 4-9. A 4, a 9. Verizor singles to center. Unbelievable. Verizor singles to center in the righty-righty matchup. Manning, -1 arm. 1 through 13. We have the top of the order coming up. We're going to put the brakes on Stanley. Bases loaded. Rodriguez to second. Stanley at third. Verizor at first. 2-1 Tigers. Bases juiced. No outs, though. Again, play for 2. Ron LaFleur singled and stole 2 bases his first time up. Tigers trying to break this thing open early. Here's the pitch homeward bound to Ron LaFleur. Off the LaFleur card. Right-handed pitcher, 1-8. 1-8. Single 2 stars. Ron LaFleur singles. Stanley scores from third. Rodriguez from second. Verizor goes first to third. So LaFleur knocks in 2. It's now 4-1 Tigers. Oh, LaFleur stays at first. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4-1 Tigers. Still no outs. Indians getting bullpen action up. Here's Rusty Staub, the pitcher La Grande à l'Orange. Left-handed batter off the Dobson card, 5-7. 5-7, single to right. Man, those sevens are killers on the Dobson card. Single. Verizon scores 5-1. Balls hit to right field. Spikes is a -2 arm. LaFleur runs 1 through 17. You know what? We're gonna stop him at second. We're gonna stop him at second. He's now given up 5 runs. Only 4 were earned, though. One more run, and he hits point of weakness due to the runs given up. And that might be it. They're going to try to get Dobson through here. Indians have people up in the pen. Here's Willie Horton. Dobson hasn't retired anyone. It's 5-1. He did strike out Horton. This could be his last batter. The pitch to Willie Horton. Off the Dobson card, 4-8. A 4 and an 8 is a fly ball B to center field. That's going to be out number 1. If no runner on third scores, there is no runner on third. So LaFleur holds at second. Staub obviously holds at first. And Horton is 0 for 2. That brings up Ben Ogilvy. He reached on the error by Buddy Bell. Double play ball gets them out of this. 5-1 Tigers, to the joy of the Tiger faithful here at Tiger Stadium. Mark Fidrich on the bench cheering the loudest. The pitch to Ogilvy. Dobson deals up a 6-4 off the left-handed batter card. 6-4. This is a play for the catcher, Ray Fosse. Fosse is a 2E7. 12. Flip the chart. 12. We go to the E7 now. 6. Oh, boy. It's an out, but it's a ground ball C. Runner advances. A swinging bunt, basically. Yes, a swinging bunt. The only plays to first. So LaFleur to third. Staub to second, but now there's 2 outs as Fosse throws to Cardi at first. 2 outs, second and third, 5-1 Tigers. They want to send this back to Cleveland. Catcher Billy Freehand steps to the plate. Freehand grounded to short his first time up. Dobson deals to Freehand. 2 outs, 2 on. 3-8 off the Freehand card. Right-handed pitcher. 3-8. That's a hard hit. 8. Ooh, 1 through 14 is a single. Holy cow. 3-8. It's a 17. What a play by Buddy Bell. A leaping catch by Bell at third. Robs Freehand of a hit and 2 ribbies. So Bell trying to make up for that horrific error in the first. Does save 2 runs there, but the Tigers plate 4. We go to the top of the third, 5-1 Detroit. Due up for the Indians down 4 spikes. Duffy top of the order. Rick Manning. Wonderful play by Buddy Bell. That might make the difference. If the Indians are able to chip away, that 2 runs are saved there. As we use the old-fashioned sharpener. I love our old-fashioned sharpener here. Delicious. So the lefty, Dave Roberts, on the bump with a 4-run lead now for the Tigers, top of the third. Charlie Spikes strides to the right-hander's batter's box. The pitch to Spikes from Roberts. Off the Spikes card, left-handed pitcher, 2-8. A 2-8 ground ball to short. Verizer to Thompson, 1 down. That will bring up the number 9 batter, the shortstop, Frank Duffy. Freehand wiggles the fingers. The lefty Roberts nods his head. Pitch homeward bound to Frank Duffy. Off the Duffy card, left-handed pitcher, 3-6. A 3 and a 6 fly ball to center. Going back a bit, making the catch is LaFleur. That carried a little bit, but not far enough, obviously. 2 down. Top of the order for the Indians. Rick Manning, 0 for 1, a ground out to short. Roberts kicks and deals to Manning. 6-8, lefty-lefty matchup. So a 6 and an 8 is a single to center, a line shot to center for Rick Manning. So Freehand is a +2. Roberts is a 0 hold. Manning is a B stealer. That's 1 through 15. They're down. They're down 4, but 1 through 15, he's going. And he's safe. Possible throwing error as 1, 2, or 3s. You check the throwing error. Freehand's throwing error is 1 through 7. And there is no throwing error. Smothering it on the throw is the second baseman, Stanley. So Rick Manning steals second. Manning steals second. Larvell Blank steps to the plate. He grounded to short. 0 for 1. Can the Indians chip away here? Roberts to the right-hand batting Blanks. Off the Blanks card. 2-6. 2-6. 1 hopper back to the pitcher Roberts. He'll toss to first. Side is retired. The single and stolen base go for naught. Scoring at home 1-3. We go to the bottom of the third here in Detroit. 5-1 Tigers. Indians lead the best of 3 in the Bicentennial tournament. 1-0. Tigers must win to stay in. If the Tigers win, they send it back to Cleveland. Pat Dobson, the right-hand hurler for the Indians, back up on the bump. They'll face the Tigers. Thompson, Stanley, Aurelio Rodriguez. Mark Fidrich going up and down the dugout, cheering on each and every teammate. Then outside the dugout, cheering on all the Detroit fans. Here's the pitch to Jason Thompson. He led things off with a walk in that 4-run uprising in the second. Pitch homeward bound to the left-hand batting Jason Thompson against a right-handed pitcher off the Thompson card, 2-9. A 2 and a 9 is a strikeout. Big swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Second K for Dobson. Dobson gives up 2 runs here. He'll hit point of weakness. 6 runs. Is it 6 runs? Yep, 6 runs in 2 innings. He needs a clean inning here. Mickey Stanley's up next. He singled and scored. The pitch to Stanley. Righty-righty matchup off the Stanley card. Not a good column for Stanley. 3-2. Chopper to second. Charging it is Blanks. He'll throw to Carty, 2 away. 2 down. Base is empty for the Tiger third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez. He singled, knocked in a run, and scored. Dobson has the sign. Pitch to Rodriguez. Off the Rodriguez card, righty-righty matchup. 2-7, 2-7. That's a hard hit ball to short. Duffy to Carty. Side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Tigers. We go to the top of the fourth. Detroit 5 to the joy of all Tiger Nation. The Indians 1. Dave Roberts goes out there for his warm-up tosses. He will face Rico Carty, then Hendricks, Buddy Bell. Philip Reynolds, how you doing? Hope all is well. Rico Carty homered in his first at-bat. The pitch to Carty. 2-9. Left-handed pitcher. 2-9. Doesn't hit the ball as far. Pops it up. Left side, shortstop calling for it. Verizon, outfield grass, makes the catch, 1 down. So that's a pop-out 6. George Hendrick steps to the plate. He grounded to third in his first at-bat. Hendrick digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Roberts has the sign from Freehand. He kicks and deals to George Hendrick. 4-9 off the Roberts card, right-handed batter. 4-9. 1. Does he have normal power? Yes, he does. 1 through 9 is a homer. 10 through 20 is a double. It is gone. George Hendricks hits the second home run off Dave Roberts. He jacks it out to left center, almost the identical spot that Rico Carty jacked one out. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. George Hendrick touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Tigers fans getting a little queasy here. A 1-out homer by George Hendrick. The sullen one. The morose. That will bring up Buddy Bell. 5-2. 1 out, no one on. Roberts tries to regroup here. The pitch to Buddy Bell off the Bell card. Will it be Ring My Bell? Left-handed pitcher. 2-6. 2-6 is a single to center. Here come the Indians. The Tribe will not go quietly into the night. A single for Buddy Bell. 5-2. 1 out, 1 on. Cleveland catcher Ray Fosse steps to the plate. He was a ground-out victim. Freehand sets the defense. Now back behind the plate. Tigers want to turn 2 up the middle. Freehand sets the target. The pitch to his counterpart, Ray Fosse, off the Fosse card. And they're not holding Bell on. So that's a 2-11. Left-handed pitcher. 2-11. Popped up. Roberts came in high and tight. Left side. Verizon, the shortstop, waiting for it. He makes his second catch of the inning. And there are 2 down. Back to first goes Buddy Bell. 2 outs. Bell will be off on contact. They're not holding him on. He'll be a +2, 1 through 16 base running ability. Alternate history 100. How you doing? Hope all is well. Big Frank Robinson steps to plate. He struck out his first time up. Roberts to Robinson once again. It is a 1-9. 1-9. Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded by Verizon. He played that very smoothly. Throws to Thompson. Side is retired. Scoring at home 6-3. The Indians do get 1 on the home run by George Hendrick. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 5-2. Tigers. Due up for the Tigers, it will be Verizon. Top of the order, LaFleur and Staub. So Dobson has to put up a goose egg here on a very short leash. Gave up 4 runs in the second. Dobson will face Verizon. Verizon singled and scored. The right-handed hurler to the right-handed batter. The pitch homeward bound. Verizor off the Verizor card. Right-handed pitcher 110. A 1 and a 10 popped up left side foul territory. Bell waits for it. He makes the catch. So Verizor pops out to third, 1 out. Top of the order, Ron LaFleur is 2 for 2. He has singled twice, knocked in 2 runs, scored once, and stole 2 bases. The pitch to Ron LaFleur from Pat Dobson off the LaFleur card. Right-handed pitcher 1-9, a 1-9 swing and a miss. Look at that 1 column, all that good stuff, but the 9, so you get a 9 on a 6-3 and a 5-4, and it's a 9. LaFleur strikes out. That's the first time they've retired LaFleur. Third strikeout for Pat Dobson. 2 outs, base is empty for La Grande à l'Orange. Rusty Staub's 1 for 2. Is singled and grounded to second. On deck, Willie Horton 0 for 2. The pitch to Rusty Staub. La Grande à l'Orange, a 2-3. Right-handed pitcher. 2-3 is a walk. So Staub works the free pass. Inning stays alive. Staub, a very slow runner at first. He will not be held on. Mark Jones has joined us. Hope all is well. Tom Verizor later became the shortstop for the Indians. He is yes, you are right. That's right. Tom Verizor did become the shortstop for the Indians. Buddy Bell went from Cleveland to Texas for Toby Harrah. I remember that. Runner at first, 2 outs for Willie Horton, who's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. The pitch homeward bound from Dobson to Willie Horton off the Dobson card. Righty matchup. That's a 6-10. 6-10. Fly ball center field range error check. Manning's a 1 range E16. That's a 13. He makes the play. Sliding catch by Manning coming in. The side is retired as that's a fly ball C, robbing a blue pit off the bat of Willie Horton. Nice play, great play by Rick Manning. Second time Manning has caught a ball off the bat of Willie Horton. The 2-out walk doesn't hurt. Dobson and the Indians put up the goose egg. We go to the top of the 5th. Tigers still lead 5-2. Due up for the Indians, Spikes, Duffy, top of the order, Rick Manning. So here's Dave Roberts for the Tigers. Tigers must win to force the decisive and deciding Game 3 back in Cleveland. Roberts, with his warm-up toss, is nearly complete. We go to the chat. Mark Jones says, I went to many Cleveland games as a kid in the 70s, and Manning was a great center fielder. Bell was great at third. What did you think of the trade when they sent Buddy Bell to Texas? Mark Jones. All right, here we go. Indians, top of the 5th. They trail by 3. Charlie Spikes, 0 for 1. Roberts to Spikes. Off the Roberts card, right-handed batter. So that's a 6-5. A 6 and a 5 is a ground ball to short. Verizor's up with it. Throws to Thompson, 1 down. Second time Spikes is grounded out to short. Mark Jones regarding the Buddy Bell trade. I didn't like it, but Harrah was a better offensive player than Bell. Wasn't nearly the defensive player, although he was a former shortstop. That is right. 1 out for Cleveland. Number 9 batter, Frank Duffy, flew out to center. The pitch to Duffy from the left-hand hurling Dave Roberts. Off the Roberts card, right-handed batter, 4-11. 4-11, single to center by the light-hitting shortstop, Frank Duffy, who would go on to play for the 78 Red Sox. So that's a single for Frank Duffy on the 4-11. Mark Jones says, Hara walked a lot, had a high on-base percentage. Top of the order, Rick Manning. He is 1 for 2 with a stolen base. His one hit was a single. Duffy, a good runner at first. He's a B stealer. Dobson +5. Fosse's a 0. I don't do the extra hold. So that's 1 through 18. He's going. He's safe. So Duffy, a B stealer. And the B stealers 1 through 13, stealing second. Again, I don't do the extra hold. If you're playing exactly by the book, there's an extra hold number, minus number you put in. I don't do that. Dobson's horrific. He's horrific. It's a +5. And Fosse's a 0, so it stays a +5. You can only go a +5. And so we do the +5. That's 1 through 18. We rolled a 12. Duffy steals second. And that works the same way for both teams. So. Duffy's at second. Manning steps back in the batter's box. Again, Roberts deals to the left-hand batting Rick Manning. Lefty-lefty matchup, 1-10. A 1 and a 10 is going to score Duffy no matter what, but will it be a double or a single? 1 or a 2, it's a double. It is a 3. So it is a single, 2 stars. Duffy races around from second. Rick Manning has his second hit, and you know he's going to be off and running. It's now 5-3. Oh, I made a mistake there. It's a +2. Roberts is a 0. Freehand's a +2. I looked at the wrong thing there. So that would have been a 14. We rolled a 12. He was safe anyway. I looked up here. It should have been down here. So it's a run batted in for Manning. It's now 5-3. Roberts on a very short leash. Larvell Blank steps to the plate. So Manning, B stealer. It's only a +2 because Roberts is a 0. Freehand's a +2. That's 1 through 15. Okay. He's going. He just gets in under the tag. Manning steals second. That's his second stolen base. It's like a track meet on the base pad. So Manning's at second for Larvell Blanks. We have 1 out. It's 5-3. The pitch to Blanks, 1-3. Left-handed pitcher, 1-3. Single to right. Here come the Indians. Single to right. Right fielder is Staub. He's a -3. Manning is a 16. So if he tries to score, and I don't do the hold thing from second because no one really holds on a runner at second. I just use the straight, whatever the running capability, which is 16. -3 is 13. We're going to hold him. We're going to hold him with less than 2 outs. So first and third. Rico Cardi is homered and popped out to short. Top of the 5th. It's now 5-3. There's no tomorrow for the Tigers. No tomorrow. John Hiller can go 3 innings in relief. So the 3rd inning would be point of weakness. Grilly, oh, he's bad. Yeah, not bueno. Any of these pitchers are not bueno. Vern Rule, if they get to game 3, will start game 3. All right, Roberts going to have to try to get through this inning, and then they'll probably just turn it over to John Hiller. Then Hiller will pretty much not be, he'll be fatigued if he pitches in game 3. So like what I did with Kern, because he pitched, he's good for 4 innings out of the pen. He basically pitched 2 in a third innings. He can only pitch 2 innings out of the pen. So the second inning, he'll start his fatigue check. If they want to use Kern, which they probably won't. Oh, wow. 5-3. Go ahead, run at the plate, Enrico Cardi, and he's already homered once. And popped out. Manning at third. LeVar Blanks at first. He's not going to be held on. He's an E-stealer. The pitch to Rico Cardi from the left-handed hurling Dave Roberts. It's going to go off the Roberts card. Right-handed batter, 5-7. A 5 and a 7 is a ground ball to second. Oh, my Lord. Stanley is absolutely horrific. He's a 4-range E71. You need a very high roll here. You need a very high roll. E71's it's an automatic error. There's like a tiny, minute possibility he doesn't make an error. 16. That's going to be interesting. Ball hit to second. 16-4. Ground ball C. The runner will score from third. Everyone else advances. The only play for Stanley at first on the chopper. Manning scores from third. It's now a 5-4 game. Advancing to second is LeVar Blanks. Cardi grounds out 4-3, but picks up his second ribby. So it's 5-4. Hiller continues to warm in the Tigers' bullpen. George Hendricks steps to the plate. So with a runner at second, LeVar Blanks, he's a 13 base runner with 2 outs. That makes him a 15. They're not going to, you don't really hold a runner on at second. I mean, no one holds. They cheat to the bag and then they run away. That's not holding a runner at second. They still get their freaking jump. So I don't do the hold runner at second. I only hold runner at first. I mean, we could do it and it would be only a +1 instead of a +2, but their range is already absolutely horrific up the middle with Stanley. Verizon would move from a 3 to a 4, so they're not holding him on. We'll take the shot there. Here's the pitch to George Hendrick. 1-5, left-handed pitcher. Can Hendrick do something here? He homered his last at-bat, and he's also grounded out 1-5. 1-5, big swing and a miss. Roberts gets Hendrick on the breaking pitch. But the Indians plate 2. And it's now a 5-4 game. Bottom of the 5th. A 5-4 game. We got a tight one here, folks. Hendricks strikes out. Could have tied the game or given the Indians the lead. Pat Dobson back up on the bump for the Indians. He will face Ogilvy, Freehand, and Jason Thompson. A 4-run lead now cut to 1. Ogilvy is 0 for 2. He did reach on that Buddy Bell error. How huge is that? Because that scored the first run for the Tigers. Had that error not occurred, it'd be a 4-4 ball game. Dobson to the left-hand batting left fielder for the Tigers. Ben Ogilvy, former Boston Red Sox, 111. 111's a hard hit ball to second. Blanks has it over to Cardi, 1 out. 1 down. For the catcher, Bill Freehand. Freehand is 0 for 2, was robbed of a hit by the leaping Buddy Bell at third. So Bell has made a horrific play and a beautiful play at the hot corner for the Indians. Here's the pitch homeward bound to freehand from the left-hand hurler, Pat Dobson. It's going to be off the freehand card, left-handed pitcher, 2-6. A 2 and a 6, well, that's either 1 through 12, a double or a single. It is a single to center. So freehand picks up his first hit. Jason Thompson steps to the plate. He has walked and struck out, scored a run. Fine double play candidate here. Thompson, left-handed batter, digs in. Dobson has a sign from Fosse. The pitch to Jason Thompson, 110. That ball is gone. Jason Thompson crushes the first pitch fastball on the 110. That is a 2-run bomb. Tiger Stadium explodes with joy and jocularity. Bippity boppity boom, boom goes the ball. Jason Thompson touches them all. That's why he was in the lineup. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. The Tigers' lead moves back to 3. 7-4 Detroit. Thompson comes out to tip his cap to the Tiger faithful here at Tiger Stadium. So a Jason Thompson blast will end the night for Pat Dobson. Dobson pitches 4 1/3 innings. Gives up 7 runs, but only 6 were earned. Gave up a homer, and I like to count the strikeouts. Struck out 3. Who will the Indians go to? Again, they still have that home game, even if they lose this one. John Hiller will be on the mound for Detroit. There's no tomorrow. So we're not going to go to Kern, and we're not going to go to LaRoche. They're going to go to Stan Thompson. He was 4-4, 2.30 ERA. He had 7 starts and 6 saves. Out of the pen, he's good for 4 innings. So Stan Thomas, what did I say, Thompson? Stan Thomas is coming in the game. And he's a righty. He'll make his first appearance in the tournament. Dwayne Martz, how you doing? Hope all is well. I'll get to the chat, read some of that in a moment. Let's get this after we get Stan Thompson all settled in. And let's use a purple pen for Stan. He's a righty. Thomas, I keep calling him Thompson. There's my chicken scratch. He is good for 4 innings. And he's a -3, so that's better. One E14. So let's do, we'll write that over here. -3. 1 E14. Dobson is out of the game. So let's put Pat Dobson over here. And Thomas comes in. 1 out, 5th. Alrighty, so Thomas comes in a 7-4 ball game. He'll try to keep it a 3-run deficit here. And he's going to face Mickey Stanley. Let's go to the chat quickly. Mark Jones says, Buddy Bell was the first player that I ever heard of to collect 200 hits in his season 1979 and not hit 300. Bell hit 299 with 200 hits for the Rangers in 79. Alternate history. Stadium plays boom, boom, out go the lights. I like that one, alternate history 100. World's Worst Gamer has joined us, along with Dwayne Martz. Check out Dwayne Martz's YouTube channel and subscribe. Here we go. Thomas trying to stop the bleeding. The pitch to Mickey Stanley off the Stan Thomas card. Righty-righty matchup. That is a 5-6. So a 5 and a 6 is a swing and a miss. Thomas comes in. Style. And there are 2 down. Two outs, base is empty after the Jason Thompson 2-run blast. Aurelio Rodriguez, third baseman for the Tigers. He has singled, knocked in a run, and grounded to short. The pitch to Aurelio Rodriguez from Stan Thomas. Off the Aurelio Rodriguez card, Thomas deals 1-8. 1-8, ground ball to short. Duffy has it. Throws to Rico Cardi. Side is retired. Second time Aurelio Rodriguez is grounded out to the shortstop. But the Tigers get 2 more. They now lead 7-4. That was a huge blast by Jason Thompson, the power-hitting first baseman. That's why he was put in the lineup. Here's Dave Roberts. Do you think we can get one more inning out of Roberts? Can the Tigers get one more inning out of Roberts and then turn it over to Hillard for 3? He'll face Bell, Fosse, and Frank Robinson. Buddy Bell is 1 for 2, a single and a flyout. Fosse's 0 for 2, and so is Frank Robinson. They're going to go with Dave Roberts here. John Hiller's pretty much ready. The pitch to Buddy Bell. Indians down 3 now. The lefty Roberts to the right-hand batting Buddy Bell. Off the Bell card, 3-7. 3-7, hard hit ball to short. Verizer's up with it. Throws to first, 1 down. Scoring at home, 6-3. You should score at home. It's good for you. Here's Ray Fosse, the catcher. 0 for 2. Roberts quickly to Fosse. Off the Fosse card, righty-righty matchup. So it's a left-handed pitcher. 3-4. A 3 and a 4. 1 through 6 is a triple. It is a single to center. Fosse gets his first hit. Frank Robinson steps to the plate. Robinson 0 for 2. This could be Dave Roberts' last batter. Roberts takes a deep breath. Let's look at Fosse's an East Steeler. He's going nowhere, not being held on. Pitch homeward bound to Frank Robinson. Manager, player, DH. Off the Robinson card, left-handed pitcher, 3-4. Fly ball, left field, fairly deep, but not deep enough. 3-4, yep, to left field. Hendrick will make the catch. Staying at first is Fosse. There are 2 away. So 2 outs, base is empty. A workmanlike performance so far for Dave Roberts. Right fielder Charlie Spikes steps to the plate for the Cleveland Indians. Tribe hoping for something big from Spikes. Roberts deals to Spikes. Fosse will be off on contact with 2 outs. He'll be a 1 through 10 base runner. Left-handed pitcher off the Spikes card, 3-8. A 3 and an 8 popped up. Right side. Outfield grass. Blank's calling for it. He makes the catch. Good job by Dave Roberts. I'm sorry, Stanley makes the catch. Excuse me. The Indians are retired after the one-out single. So that's a pop-out 4. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-4 Tigers. And that's going to be it for Mr. Dave Roberts. We got him through 6. No tomorrow, so you're going to John Hiller now. Like, I use these, if you haven't seen it, I just use these nice, you can get a lot of these plastic bags. They work really well for Strat cards and other cards. So they're going to Hiller. Hiller in 1976, 12-8. He actually started one game with 13 saves, 2.38 ERA. And out of the pen, Hiller can go 3 innings. So he can go 7, 8, 9. In the 9th would be point of weakness check. So John Hiller. Again, I'm just going to write it up right now. So Dave Roberts, with a workmanlike performance, can only win it. He can't lose it. So let's put Dave Roberts. You know what? I don't want to put these guys here because then I'm going to get them mixed up. Put them over here, out of the way. And so Roberts, 6 innings, gave up 4 runs. They were all earned. He gave up 2 homers, too. So 4 runs, all earned, 2 home runs. He struck out 1, 2. He only struck out 2. All right. And John Hiller, he's also a lefty, so Hiller's a lefty. And he is a -2, 3 E12. So Roberts is gone. All right, we got that accounting done for. Stan Thomas needs to put up a goose egg for the Indians in relief of a highly ineffective Dobson. Here is Tom Verizor, number 9 batter for the Tigers. 1 for 2. He singled and scored and popped out to third. Thomas to Verizor, righty-righty matchup, 5-12. Off the Stan Thomas card, 5-12. Ground ball to second. Blanks is a 3E20. 10. 10 is going to go to an error check, and he's an E20. E29, excuse me. That's an ouch. Needs a high roll here. Oh, that's going to be an error, 6. So he's an E29. Yep, 3 through 8 is an error. So Blanks boots the ball off the bat of Tom Verizor. It's an E4. Verizor reaches. He's not going anywhere, and they won't hold him on. Our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine. Check out that channel and subscribe. He was doing a Stratomatic hockey game between the Islanders and Rangers earlier. It was a lot of fun. Check it out. Tigers trying to add to their 7-4 lead. Verizor at first. No outs for Ron LaFleur. LaFleur is 2 for 3. He has singled twice, scored, knocked in 2 runs, and stole 2 bases while also striking out. The pitch to Ron LaFleur from Stan Thomas. 3-3. What will it be? We shall see off the LaFleur card. Right-handed pitcher. A 3 and a 3 is a double play ball to short. Duffy blanks to Carty. 2 outs, base is empty. So that's what the Indians needed there. A 6-4-3. Beautiful turn on that ball. Hit off the bat of Ron LaFleur. And you have to say it's a beautiful turn because Ron LaFleur is a speedy runner. 2 outs. Base is empty for La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. Staub is 1 for 2 with a walk. He is singled. Thomas to Staub, La Grande à l'Orange. Off the Staub card, 3-6. A 3-6 fly ball to right. Spikes is there. He makes the catch. Staub flies out to his counterpart. Tigers can score no further. We go to the top of the 7th. The Tigers 7, the Indians 4. On the mound now for the Tigers, as there is no tomorrow, it's John Hiller. And once again, if you're just joining us, Hiller 12-8, 2.38 ERA, 13 saves. He actually did start one game. He can go 3 innings in relief. So point of weakness check will start in the 9th. He will face Frank Duffy, the number 9 batter for the Indians, in the top of the order, Manning and Blanks. Detroit must win to force the Game 3 in the best of 3. They lost Game 1 6-4. Game 3, if necessary, and it's looking necessary at the moment, will be back in Cleveland. So John Hiller, the lefty, to the right-hand batting Frank Duffy, who singled, stole the base, and scored in his last at-bat. The pitch to Duffy, off the Duffy card, left-handed pitcher. That's a 3-10. A 3-10 is a ground ball to Verizor at short. He'll throw to Thompson. Duffy's retired, 6-3. Rick Manning steps to the plate. Manning's 2 for 3, 2 stolen bases, a ribby, and a run scored. Lefty-lefty matchup. Hiller rocks and deals to Manning. Off the Hiller card, 5-3. A 5 and a 3 is a ground ball back to Hiller. Hiller is a 3-E12. 4, that's not bueno. This could be up the middle for a base hit. He's a 3-E12. 4, we go to an error check. Okay. Hiller's an E12. He makes the play, I think, on the 10. E12. Hiller knocks the hard hit ball down. It rolls to his right. He picks it up, throws to Carty. Throws to Thompson, 2 away. Nice play by Hiller. That was a ball slated to center field. Knocked down by Hiller. 2 outs, base is empty for Larvel Blanks. Blanks is 1 for 3. Another right-handed stick. Hiller kicks and deals to Blanks. 4-6 to Larvel Blanks. Right-handed batter. 4-6. That's a fly ball to right field. Staub goes back a bit, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Hiller does his JOB in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Tigers 7. The Indians 4. It's going to be a good old-fashioned, if he gets the save, 3-inning save. Okay. 8th. MV, a.k.a. Mouse in the House, our good friend Patrick from across the pond. How are you doing? Check out his wonderful channel and subscribe. Mouse in the House. Patrick. MV. Again, check out his channel and subscribe. It's very simple. It's called MV. Lots of fun stuff there. Seventh inning stretch, says Alternate History 100, as they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And with that, I'm going to take a sip of water. Due up for the Tigers, Willie Horton, Ben Ogilvy, and Freehand, the catcher. Here we go. Stan Thomas to Willie Horton. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch to Horton off the Horton card. 2-10 to Willie Horton. 2 and a 10. 1 through 14, it's gone. Willie Horton goes yard. Boom goes the ball. Willie Horton touches them all. Straight out to left. Tigers fans once again erupt in euphoria. Bippity boppity boom. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. So Willie Horton gets his first hit of the game. It is a home run. That is the 8th run for the Detroit Tigers. 8-4. Tigers. And Willie, a hero of the 1968 team, comes out and takes a bow to the Tigers fans here at Tiger Stadium. Ben Ogilvy's up next. Thomas to Ogilvy. Off the Thomas card, left-handed batter, 5-6. A 5 and a 6 fly ball to center field. That's to right field, excuse me. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Making the catch is Charlie Spikes. 1 out. Ogilvy's now 0 for 4. Billy Freehand, the catcher, steps to the plate. Freehand 1 for 3. Ooh, the pitch to Freehand. 2-7. 2-7. Fly ball center field. Manning waits for it. He makes the catch. 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. 8-4 Tigers. Bottom of the 7th. Jason Thompson steps to the plate. He had a 2-run homer his last at-bat. Prior to that, he struck out and walked. He scored 2 runs, knocked in 2. Stan Thomas has the sign from Fosse. Fosse sets the target. The pitch to the power-hitting left-hand batting Jason Thompson of the Tigers. Off the Thomas card, left-handed batter, 4-6. A 4 and a 6 is a ground ball to first. Cardi will flip to Thomas, covering the bag. The sides retires, scoring at home 3-1. Detroit does get another run on the bippity-boppity boom off the bat of Willie. I heard a Horton. We go to the top of the 8th. Detroit 8. The Cleveland Indians 4. Hiller back up on the bump. Indians trying to end it here. Not looking good for Cleveland and Detroit. The Tigers trying to take it back to the mistake by the lake for Game 3. So here comes Hiller, and I think we're going to make a defensive change for the Tigers. Coming in to catch will be the personal binky of Mark the Bird Fidrich, Bruce Kim. Kim caught Game 1 with Fidrich. So let's go Bruce Kim here. And I think it's time to take Stanley out. He's horrific at second. But, look, E26, that's better. Jerry Manuel. Pedro Garcia is a 4E39. So it's going to be Chuck Scrivener. So 2 defensive replacements. 2 defensive replacements for the Detroit Tigers, trying to ramp up this horrific infield and catching defense. So let's deal with that quite quickly. So Bruce Kim is going to catch, and he's an 11, and he's coming in the 8th. And it's Kim. He is a C stealer, A bunter, C hit and run. And 9 through there. Let's go Kim here. 4 minus 1 E13. So the error is worse. Throwing arm's better. The range is worse. And the throwing error is better. I don't know. Well, you know what? That's the move we make. T1 through 9. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I went with the throwing arm thing. All right, so that's Kim. Now Truck Shrevner. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly. He's coming in for Stanley in the 8th. He's a 12. Probably should have picked Kim down here now that I think about it, but too late. And he is an E stealer, C bunter, D hit and run. Scrivener, 4E26. 4E26. All right. Scrivener there. Stanley out of the game. And Kim bats in front of Jason Thompson. Billy Freehand out of the game. John Hiller, second inning of relief. Detroit 8, Indians 4, top of the 8th. It's going to be Rico Carty, George Hendrick, Buddy Bell to face the lefty John Hiller. The pitch to Rico Carty. Carty has homered, popped out, grounded out. He's 1 for 3. Homeward bound to Carty. Left-handed pitcher, 110. A 110 popped up left side. Verizon will make the catch. Carty is retired. Pop out 6. No, Bruce Kim, I don't think he was Korean. He didn't look Korean. I don't know. I don't know if Bruce Kim was Korean. Here's George Hendrick. Hendrick has also hit a homer. He's 1 for 3. Strikeout, a homer, and a ground out. Hiller quickly to the right-handed morose one, George Hendrick. Off the Hendrick card, left-handed pitcher, 2-8. A 2 and an 8. Hard hit ball to short. Verizer's up with it. Across the diamond to Thompson, 2 away. So 2 plays for Verizon, Tom Verizon. Buddy Bell steps to the plate. Joel Horland says, Bruce Kim was not Korean, white. Sure looked white to me. I agree with you. He was Fidrich's personal binky. He caught almost all the Fidrich starts because he caught Fidrich in minor league ball. And they were very familiar with one another. And so he caught him in 76. Here's Buddy Bell. 2 outs, base is empty. Buddy Bell, 1 for 2. His one hit a single. Hiller to Bell. Lefty-righty matchup. Off the Buddy Bell card, left-handed pitcher, 3-7. A 3 and a 7. Another ball hit to short. Verizer's a busy beaver. Throws to first. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Detroit Tigers 8. The Cleveland Indians 4. Looks like we're going to a game 3 back in Cleveland. Hiller will face point of weakness check in the 9th. Stan Thomas back up on the mound. You really don't want to waste the bullpen for the Indians at this moment. It would be a waste. He'll face Chuck Scrivener, who came in defensively for Mickey Stanley. Kim came in defensively for Freehand. I probably should have put Kim here and Scrivener there, but it's fine. Thomas to Scrivener. Righty-righty matchup off the Thomas cards. 5-12 ground ball to second. Blanks is a 329 at second. That's a 16. I do believe he'll make the play on the 3. Chopper towards second, charging his blanks. He'll flip it to Cardi at first. 1 out. Scrivener is retired 4-3. Aurelio Rodriguez, 1 for 3, 2 groundouts, a single, a ribby, and a run scored. Thomas has the sign from Fosse. The pitch to Rodriguez. 3-5, righty-righty matchup off the Rodriguez card. 3 and a 5, a possible triple, 1 through 3. It is a single to center. Aurelio Rodriguez has his second hit. Tom Verizon, 1 for 3. He's reached twice, once on the error in his last at-bat by second baseman Blanks. Popped to third, singled, and scored. 1 out, 1 on. Rodriguez not going anywhere at first. Here's the pitch to Verizon, righty-righty matchup. 2-6, 2-6, swing and a miss. Got him on the breaking pitch. 2 outs. Rodriguez will be off on contact. We're not going to... Cardi's range is god-awful anyway, so he's not holding him on. So Rodriguez will be a +2, 1 through 15 when advancing on the bases for a hit. Ron LaFleur had 2 hits in his first 2 at-bats. Since then, a strikeout and a double play ball. In his 2 hits, he has 2 stolen bases, a run scored, and 2 ribbies. LaFleur awaits the Thomas offering. Pitch homeward bound. 1-9, a 1, a 9. Strike 3 looking. Got him on the breaking pitch second time. LaFleur has been retired via the K the first time against the starting pitcher Dobson, and now the relief pitcher Stan Thomas. We go to the top of the 9th. Can Detroit hold on to this 4-run lead and take it back to Cleveland for the deciding Game 3 in the Bicentennial Tournament? Here comes Johnny Hiller. Point of weakness check. 3rd inning of relief for Hiller. Hiller, if we use him in Game 3, will automatically go to point of weakness check. Just my little kind of side rule for this tournament. For the Indians, it'll be Fosse, Robinson, and Spikes. Possibly a pinch hitter for Robinson, who's 0 for 3. Fosse singled his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3. The left-handed Hiller kicks and deals to the right-hand batting catcher of the Indians, Ray Fosse. Off the Fosse card, that's a 3-5. A 3 and a 5, possible double 1 through 6. It is a single to center. So Ray Fosse gets things going. His second single in as many at-bats. He's now 2 for 4. Fosse's not going anywhere. Runner at first. Hiller, if he gives up another hit and walk or 2 walks and any combination, 3 hits and walks in this inning, he hits point of weakness. Frank Robinson at the plate. Robinson really wants that 2 column. The pitch to big Frank Robinson, it's going to be, you get your kicks on Route 66. That's a 6-12. Right-handed batter. A 6 and a 12 is a fly ball to left field. Ogilvy is a 4 E6. So he does not have bueno range. A low rose, that's horrific. Frank Robinson's going to come through. Ogilvy will not make the catch on the 2 on the 4 range in left. It's a double 2 stars. So it's going to be second and third. So Big Frank Robinson comes through. Do we want a pinch run for Big Frank? I think they shall pinch run for Big Frank. So here come the Indians. Hiller starting to tire. One more hit or walk. He hits point of weakness, and I don't know who you go to then. You kind of just stay to him. But then with point of weakness, this strikeout turns into a hit. Anything with a dot turns into a hit. I believe those are singles. And you got a 6, so that's a 3-3, 5-1, and a 4-2, and a 9, 5-4, and a 6-3. But there's no one better in the bullpen, tired or not. Kuiper's a 1 through 16. John Lowenstein's 1 through 16. I think we're going to use Lowenstein because Kuiper is an A bunter. We might have to use him maybe if they go extra innings. So Lowenstein, so he's 1 through 16. Second and third. Fosse's an 8. I mean, he's not a good runner either. He's not going to score on a sac fly. 1 through 12. I'm not going to go double. Well, actually, if it's an automatic sac fly, he will. Powell's horrible. All right, so John Lowenstein will pinch run for player manager Frank Robinson, who doubled. So John Lowenstein will be at second, Ray Fosse at third. Or Doug Howard. Doug Howard's 1 through 12. No, we don't want that. So the wheels are churning in both dugouts. It's John Hiller's game to win it or lose it or take it to extra innings. So John Lowenstein. And he's a 16. All right, so Frank Robinson. Did I already pull Frank? I did. So Lowenstein goes behind Fosse at the moment. Mike Terranova, how you doing? Hope all's well. Check out his channel and subscribe. I'm not doing injuries. Yeah, Joel. Good question, though. So Joel Horland 20 says 6 through 12 is an injury roll to the pitcher if the hitter is a DH. Yeah, I'm not playing injuries. Thank you, though. I didn't know that, so I appreciate that. Is that a super advanced thing? Because I play advanced with like sort of hybrid super advanced rules. Again, I don't play this game exactly. I stay within the framework. I kind of do a few things the way I like to do it. Loved Strat, been playing it for a very long time. But I don't play it exactly to the book. But I appreciate that, Joel. All right, we have second and third. Charlie Spikes is 0 for 3. You really don't have. Oh no, the 666 roll. Okay. Gotcha. Well, Spikes has 3 homers. They really don't have anyone better on their bench. We're going to let Spikes swing the stick. Hiller to Charlie Spikes. They'll give up the run for the out. It's going to go off the Hiller card. Right-handed batter, 5-8. So a 5 and an 8 is a ground ball to second. Scrivener Scrivener is going to be tested. He's a 4E26. And again, the 4 range is horrific. Let's see what Scrivener can do here. 4 range, E26. Ball hit off the bat of Charlie Spikes. That's a 10. I think we're going to go to an error check. Error check. So he's an E26. Ooh, that's an error. E26, 6. He boots the ball. That's going to allow a run to score. It's going to be first and third. Unearned run. Fossey scores from third. The pinch runner, Lowenstein, to third. Spikes reaches on the E. So we put him in for defensive purposes. Either way, Stanley would have booted the ball too. So that is an E4. No ribby there. And it's now first and third. So it's 8-5. It's a 3-run lead now. Point of weakness for, well, that's an error. That's an error. That doesn't count towards point of weakness. At least that's the way I'm playing it. Frank Duffy. Duffy has a hit. Frank Duffy. I think they're going to pinch hit for Duffy. First and third, 8-5. Let's see what we got here. Doug Howard. No, he sucks. Kuiper. .263. But that's a lefty-lefty matchup. You'd have to hit that 3 column. Ashby. Switch hitter. You got to hit that 3 column. Orlando Gonzalez, putrid against lefties because he's a lefty. Tony Smith, no. Ron Pruitt. Has some walks on 2 and 3. Hits on 1. He's a maybe. He's looking good here. Oh, Joe Liss. I've been wanting to use Joe Liss, but he only had 51 at-bats. This is a perfect time for Joe Liss. 451 slugging. 400 on base. He will pinch hit for Duffy. Joe Liss. Joe Liss will pinch hit. Frank Rosnick, how you doing? Ron Pruitt might play short. Well, we can put Kuiper at second and move Bland. Bob B, how you doing? Bob B says, I always like the Ron. Liz can't miss, as the sign says. Oh, I love that. I wanted to start him, but I mean, he had 50. I mean, I could do whatever I want. It's my game, right? But he only had 51 at-bats. I said, well, let's play it sort of realistic. So Frank Duffy's gone. Nice to know you, Frank. And Joe Liss will come in to pinch hit. But he's not. I'm not going to put him here. I'm going to do this. Like this. Pinch hit. And we're going to say pinch hitter Liss for Duffy, 9th. So here's Joe Liss, Rick Manning on deck. Hiller really starting to labor here. One more hit or walk, point of weakness. Bob B says, nah, realistic is so boring. Already been done. I hear you, Bobby. Let's see. So it is a 8-5 ball game. We have first and third. If Liss somehow goes yard, We have a tie game. Hiller to Joe Liss after a conference on the mound with with Bruce Kim. That is a 2-8. 2-8. Liss is jammed. Popped up to the shortstop. Runners stay where they are. There are 2 down, making the catch. Verizon at short. Detroit fans breathe a sort of sigh of relief. And that's only 1 out. If I said 2 outs, I apologize. So Hiller gets the first out, still first and third. Now Rick Manning, lefty-lefty matchup. We're not pinch hitting for Manning. Manning is grounded out, singled twice, stolen 2 bases, scored a run and knocked in a run. Last at bat, grounded to the pitcher Hiller. So this is big moment here. You have Lowenstein at third. He pinch ran for Robinson, who doubled. Charlie Spikes at first when he reached on the Chuck Scrivener error. The pitch to Rick Manning, lefty-lefty matchup to John Hiller. Hiller tiring, but it's going to go off the Hiller card, 6-10. A 6 and a 10 fly ball center field. Ron LaFleur, 3-range E16. Can LaFleur make the play here? How would Ron Pruitt have done? I don't know. We'll never find out. That's a 5. Uh-oh. 3. 5. It's a single. Oh. So here it is. Here's the 5. There's the 3-range single, 2 stars. Here come the Indians, the tribe looking to get another tiger pelt. So Rick Manning singles to center. His counterpart cannot make the catch. On the blooper, he's going to have another ribby. Trotting in from third is the pinch runner Lowenstein. Going first to third is Charlie Spikes. It's now 8-6. And again, first and third, point of weakness for Hiller. LeVar Blank steps to the plate. Hello, Larry Mullins. How you doing, my friend? He's got point of weakness. Detroit really... You got to live and die with Hiller. You're going to live and die with Hiller. So he's reached point of weakness. It's now 8-6. Manning, the speedy Manning at first. The tying run. Lowenstein at third. Good speed for good base running ability for a tag up. Manning is a B base stealer. Hiller's a -2. Kim's a -1. That's 3. So 1 through 10, he's not going anywhere. They do hold on Manning, though, because he's a B stealer, which means Thompson's range goes to a 5. Hiller's tired. He's fatigued. The pitch to LeVar Blanks. Oh, boy. 5-4 off the Hiller card. Right-handed batter. 5-4. This is a play for Bruce Kim. Oh, boy. Kim is a 4E13. It's a 9. We're going to go to an error check there. Catcher. Oh, I had it on the right one. He's a 4E13. That's a 9. So 1 through 8's range, and anything 1 through 8 and 13 through 20. So the 9 goes to the error check, which is probably a good thing for Kim. He's an E13. That's a 5. That's an error. E13. Yep. A 1 base error. Kim makes a low throw to first, scoring as from third is Spikes. It's now 8-7. That should have been an out. Advancing to second. Now the tying run is Manning. Blanks reaches on an E2. Rico Carty coming to the plate. Carty has homered today in this game. It's now 8-7. The pitch to Carty. There's only one out on the pop out by Liss. Here's a pitch to Rico Carty. 6-3. A 6 and a 3. There's the double play ball. Inning is over and the ball game is over. Let me make sure I did this right before I say double play ball. Yes, because it's first and second. That is, Carty's a righty, so a laboring John Hiller gets Rico Carty to induce a double play ball off his bat. So he's righty. 6-3, a 6 and a 3 ground ball to short. So it's going to go Duffy, Blanks. I'm sorry. It's going to go Verizon, Scrivener, Thompson. The Tigers hold on. We go to Cleveland for the deciding game 3. Holy cow. The Indians get 3 in the top of the 9th, but it's not enough. John Hiller pitches his heart out, earns a very tough save. And your final score is 8-7. We're going back to the mistake by the lake for game 3. Wow. What a game. As Joshua Hauser says, nice ball game. Wow. Yeah, Rico Carty just passed away. God rest his soul. So John Hiller, Roberts is going to get the win. Hiller gets the save. The loss goes to a highly ineffective Dobson, Pat Dobson. And the series is tied at 1. The Tigers hold on 8-7. Hiller, if he comes into game 3, point of weakness check immediately. Kern will be okay because he didn't pitch today. And so will LaRoche. Their bullpen's all set. Hiller's going to be tired. The starting pitchers, I don't know yet. I think Vern Rule for Detroit. Well, you'll find out. I'll look at that later. So what a game. Woo. The Tigers hold on. Let's see. Who's player of the game? Jason Thompson. That was a huge home run there. And Horton's home run. Horton's home run proves to be the game-winning RBI. But player of the game. And there's a lot of, the whole team for the Tigers. I'm going to have to give it to Hiller. He went 3 innings in relief. So I'm going to go with Hiller, player of the game. I don't want that pen. That pen stinks. Player of the game, I'm going Hiller. And there's lots of honorable mentions. But Hiller, 3 innings. He gets the save. Yes, he gave up 3 runs in the 9th. Though they weren't all... yes, they were all earned. The error was committed after... No, they're not all earned. There was an error here. That would have been 1, 2, and that would have been 3. So we're going to say 2 runs earned. And that's it. He did not strike out any. Thomas saved the bullpen. He himself gave up only 1 run. But that 1 run was the winning run. So Thomas, he pitched 3 2/3. That would get to the 8th. He gave up 1 run, and it was earned. And he struck out 2 and a homer. So the Willie Horton homer that just seemed like add-on turns out to be the winning run. That's the beauty of playing our games. What fun. All right, that one went a little longer than we thought. But we did a lot of moves, and we had fun with the chat. So that was fun. Remember to come back for game 3 when we play it next. We might play it tomorrow. We might play it Saturday. Hopefully, we'll get that done pretty soon, and then we'll start our next series. So I'd like to thank Michael Terranova, SOM 1976. Check out and subscribe to that channel. World's Worst Gamer. Bob B., Joshua Hauser, Larry Mullins 111. Joel Horlin, Frank Rosnick, Alternate History 100. Midlife Crisis. I'm sorry I missed you. Thank you for joining us here. Continue to scroll up. John DFW. Again, I don't play the game exactly to the rules. I play it to the way I like. To each is their own. I just found out there's, if you roll 666 roll, it's an injury. Joel told me, is it to the pitcher? Joel, if you're still here. Where was that? Because that's an interesting rule. I'm not going to put that in because I'm not familiar with it, but I do kind of like. I don't really play injuries anyway, but that's kind of neat. So thank you, Joel. I always like to learn stuff. MV, our good friend Patrick from across the pond, was here. Mouse in the House, please check out and subscribe to his channel. John DFW, thank you. Our friend Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine, that's his channel. Please check it out and subscribe. Dwayne Martz, another fine YouTube content creator. Subscribe to that channel. Mark Jones, always good to see you. Thank you very much for your support. Philip Reynolds. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. Jake Carlin. Dan Douglas was first at the ballpark, and David Selinsky was second. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a lot of fun. Okay, Joe Horland 20 says injury. So on the roll of 666, injury for the pitcher only if the hitter was the DH. Whoa, that's intense. I'll never remember that, Joel, but I appreciate it. I like that's a cool rule. If you enjoyed this stream and you want, hit that like button. It always helps out content creators, and I greatly appreciate that. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Come back and have fun with the best chat. Become a member of the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. Also, don't forget to subscribe to other community members. Join the community. Grow the community. It's a fun community. Everyone's welcomed. It's a little like a Cheers thing where everybody knows your name. So again, I greatly appreciate anyone who stops by now or later. It's a lot of fun. We're going to have 3 coming up. Again, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or Saturday, but we'll have game 3. And then after that, we'll start the Red Sox Brewers series. We're going to go through the American League East. The 2 winners of those first 2 series will face the Yankees and Orioles. And we'll match it up by seeding. So thank you very much. Take care. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy holidays. Happy and much joy to one and all. God bless. Thank you again very much. Oh, I forgot to do this. I like to do this. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Peace. Trav, thank you for stopping by, my friend.